People say we need a theme song, so I wrote a fucking theme song. And if you like this fucking theme song, then you'll like the Rushmore podcast. Rushmore podcast. Rushmore podcast. Rushmore podcast. Fuck you. Yeah.
Song. I like that. Boy, your neck is red, boy. Your neck looks like your headphones, motherfucker. Your neck looks like my undershirt. Your neck is Christmas colors. You put some green on that bitch, we're gonna get some presents.
When you do work for a living, that's what you be looking
like. What do you do?
I do everything that you're not willing to do, you stupid bitch.
That's a great point. We need you. You're essential.
Yeah, I passed by your old house today when I was at work. It looks like absolute shit. Nobody's cut the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's been there.
Yeah, it looks fucking horrible. I mean, that's definitely not your problem, but it definitely is a problem.
I don't give a fuck.
What are you drinking, Thomas?
I'm drinking Zoa. I can't find the fucking camera. Zoa Energy. It's the Rock's energy drink, and if it's good enough for the Rock, it's good enough for all of us.
Is it good? You like it?
No. Okay. It's lemon lime flavor, but it just tastes like really flat Sprite. I mean, I haven't had Sprite in like 10 years, and that's what it still tastes like, lukewarm, left out like 3-day Sprite.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, that's kind of what the lemon drop bangs taste like too.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like a weaker version of that. It just tastes flat, but it is it's like 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is, I guess, respectable. It's not normal dosage for me, but it's like fucking all natural and all that shit and blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm drinking a Ghost in the Machine in honor of our good friend Mike Ross.
Mike Ross de Beer. All right, you have your guitar. Let's sing that song.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Thought we were gonna have a little sing along. But
no, you only get one per episode.
Go check out Mike's album. All I had on all streaming platforms: Spotify, fucking Amazon Music, iTunes, all that shit. All I Have by Michael Ross.
So speaking of Spotify, glad you brought that up.
Gay.
I was very excited about Shane Gillis being on Joe Rogan's podcast. Okay.
Sure.
That dropped the day that we are recording this.
Humble brag, because of your friend, Ari Shafir, your buddy. Me and you, I think, knew about Shane Gillis going on Joe Rogan probably a month before anyone else. That's an interesting thing, because I told you about that a while back.
There wasn't really anything I could do with that information, but
yeah. Well,
it's cool.
Yeah. Well, people, I'm sure you do. I know you're in the same fucking Facebook group I'm in with Matt and Shane. And let's be honest, I've never listened to a single episode of Matt and Shane's Secret podcast.
It's weird. It's
never
weird
heard
to be in that.
I think I would love it. I do, because I find them very funny. I love the Gillian Keefe sketches. I love that shit. I think Shane Gillis is brilliant. I watched his answer to the internet last night. Have you seen that? Probably not, because you suck.
No, I saw a clip.
Yeah, he did the Barstool answer to the internet with Dan Soder, and it's so fucking funny. Dan Soder is electric on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so goddamn funny. But I love that dude. But yeah, we knew he was going to go on Rogan, but the people on there, because he put it on his Instagram stories like 4 or 5 days ago that he was in the studio, the people in that group are like just fucking groveling for it until today. It's almost borderline sad.
It's exciting.
No. Yeah, being excited about it is great. And there's people that are excited. But I mean, some people are like, what the fuck did he fucking play? I fucking hate this shit. Why the fuck are they making us wait? Like, people get genuinely upset that they had to wait for it. Yeah, like the gross people, not the normal people that are just excited for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fuck anybody that ain't us, you know?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But, so I listened to the entire podcast.
Yeah.
And it did not go without incident.
Of course.
Because Spotify is such a garbage app.
It's trash.
Hey,
if you listen to Rushmore podcast on Spotify, unsubscribe. Don't listen anymore. We don't want you to go to another platform. Just stop fucking listening.
That's a bit extreme.
Nope.
But about 3 minutes into the episode, it just stopped playing, and it went away from like everything. And I opened it up, and it said that it was still playing. Like on the app, it said it was still playing, and it was not. So I had to close out the app and like restart it. And then it started me all the way at the beginning, even though I was about 3 minutes in. So I had to find my spot there. It did that 2 more times. And especially when it stops when you're somewhere in the middle and then you have to re-find the place where you were at.
Yeah.
That is infuriating.
And then you actually go a little too far forward. You hit the punchline.
Yeah. It's so bad.
Yeah.
And then if you try to like open up the app while it's playing, then everything freaks the fuck out because for some reason Spotify decided it would be a good idea to add video.
Yeah, to embed it like without the option of not having it.
Yeah, you can't turn it off. You can't like just play it. So your phone's like, oh fuck, we gotta play a video right now. What the fuck we're gonna do? Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
And it's draining the dog shit out of your battery.
It's so fucking bad.
Not only that, what my main gripe with it, and this seems so basic because you can do it with any other app, honestly, especially any other podcast app, is you can't close it. So what I do a lot of times, say I'm on Facebook or I'm on Twitter and I have a podcast playing in the background, or I'm on fucking Google Chrome, whatever. And I'll just hit quick, like close all tabs, just clear out my fucking phone so shit's just not running. And I'll just hit close all tabs out of fucking habit. On any other podcast app, the podcast just keeps playing in the background. So I go on the app, it just drops to the background. Spotify can't do that. You have to have Spotify open. So it can be open in the background of your phone, but as soon as you close the Spotify tab, like you bring them up and you close it, as soon as you close that out, it stops the player automatically. It doesn't just fall to the back. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say?
I do understand what you're saying.
You don't have to have it open in front of you, but you can't even have it closed, period. It has to be laying behind something.
I don't have that issue, but just the fact that it randomly fucking stops all the time.
Well, so even if you do that by accident, whenever you jump back in, it rewinds it like 30 to 40 seconds. There's really no
I would be totally fine with 30 or 40 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. There's no set. I say 30 or 40 seconds, but it might be 15. It might be a minute and a half. It'll just randomly put it back somewhere.
And then whenever it's like 20 minutes sometimes for no reason.
Yeah. And then whenever you
it seems like it's whenever I last had the app like open looking at it, it rewinds to whatever that point was.
That would make sense because like right now, so I haven't listened to Joe Rogan Experience since the Quentin Tarantino episode, which was the first time I had listened since like September. But if I go to the app right now, which I'm doing, I'm on fucking Spotify here.
Yeah. And by the way, you're a premium member.
Yes, I'm Spotify premium. I love Spotify for music. I think it's the best music app on earth. But for podcasts, it's fucking garbage. So whenever I click on Joe Rogan right now, I bet it takes me to Tarantino. It will not take me to the recent episodes with Shane Gillis. So I clicked it. Boom. Clay Newcomb and Tarantino are the last episodes on the Joe Rogan Experience.
The Clay Newcomb episode, I listened to that too. That's a good one.
See, I haven't listened. I listened to Quentin Tarantino, and that's the only one since he's moved to Spotify I've listened to. Yeah. And there's a ton of people that I would go back and listen to, but it's Spotify. It's like I talked myself out of it. Either that, or because I use the real podcast app for everything else I listen to, I just fucking forget it's there. I forget Joe Rogan's there.
Yeah. Fuck him.
It sucks. Spotify's garbage. And you fucking hate the guy. I used to listen to Armchair Expert pretty regularly. Dax Shepard. He moved to Spotify. I haven't listened since. He had fucking Ashton Kutcher, fucking Barack Obama, people that I would typically listen to.
Did you see the picture of him with a Fauci fan club picture t-shirt on?
Yeah, that's fucking gay. Well, I mean, he didn't get a Spotify deal and talk to Obama by being the third build and without a paddle. It's because he fucking knows people and he sucks some dicks to get there.
It's fucking gay.
Yeah. But
so Thomas,
but he is married to Kristen Bell,
who was an unimaginably hot still.
And an unbelievable talent.
I don't know if I would die in her butt cheeks, but I would definitely get to the point where I would pass out and have to be resuscitated.
You'd flirt with them.
Gladly, I would do that.
Yeah.
So, Thomas, I understand that you recently performed stand-up comedy for the first time. How was that?
I did do that. It was fine. It was a lot shorter than your set because you ran the light and all that. But ours was like, I did 3 minutes.
They thanked me for running the light.
Yeah, I know. All right. But no, it was good. It was 3 minutes. It was at the Creek Cave in Austin. It was fine. That's really all there is to say about it. It was fine. It went about how I thought it would. I didn't prepare. I didn't write anything. Yeah. I literally took notes on my phone while the people before me were performing. I was like, oh, that'd be funny to say. And then that's how I did it up there. So I didn't write any fucking material or tell a story. None of it's real.
Okay. So in my opinion, if you would have done a little bit of prep, I think you would have done a ton better because you did not do well. I'll go ahead and say that to your face right now. I hated it. I thought it went very bad.
Yeah.
But you have stories, just like I do. You have stories that are like purpose built for fucking stand up.
Yeah, I'm sure. If I wanted to do stand up, then I would probably prepare those.
Yeah. Well, why'd you do stand up then?
That's just to do it. I mean, it was one of our fucking resolutions on the podcast. It was really just for the podcast.
Okay.
And it was free and I had nothing better to do. They had some good drinks. They had a nice bar there.
I think you should try to do it well once.
Yeah.
I think you should give it a try.
In fairness, if we're being objective here, and I listened to both again last night, my laughs were probably 12 to 13 times more than the one that you sent me last night. So
How
I don't
many
think you
people
did
in that room?
in the room that I was in.
Yeah.
Maybe 20, 25.
Okay. So that is.
But it was people that don't want to laugh. It was comedians just waiting to go up.
Oh, that's not true.
No, that's 100% true. So I was told by our good friend Steve Cantwell not to go there to do comedy because everyone in there is just waiting on their turn. And if they laugh at you, they think that you're stepping ahead of them in place. So don't do it because they want you to do so bad.
Sounds like a weird conspiracy theory that comedians would come up with their heads so they thought they weren't bombing.
Yeah, maybe. It's very possible.
So in my set that you heard, that was in front of about 6 people.
Yeah, well, you didn't get your first laugh until 4.5 minutes in, if you look back.
Okay. Well, to be fair, the guy who went on before me got 0 laughs the entire time.
Yeah, you got your first laugh right at about 5 minutes. It was like 4:40 minutes, 4 minutes, 40 seconds in. And then there was a couple chuckles, but there was a couple where you would say something and it was clearly a punchline and I'd laugh. And then you just kind of sit in it and you'd be like, all right, well, we're going to do this next one. And it was a lot of that. So yours wasn't great either.
No, it wasn't.
Yours wasn't very good.
It was a very good idea on my part to abandon the jokes and just tell a story.
You had one
up after that.
You had one good joke that you had more than one good joke, but one that stood out was the when you're on morphine in the bathtub and it's like whatever's playing next, that shit's next. You can't change it. That made me laugh. That got a good laugh. But you had a rough start. Your rough start was 1.5 minutes longer than my entire set.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't write anything either.
I've heard you tell that story. So you went the right route by telling a story.
Yeah, I just know that.
Right.
But I went up there and I was like, my only plan was I was like, all right, well, I'll talk about my name because that's weird. And then we'll just see where it goes from there. And then I was like, we got a place to start and then we'll just bullshit from there. And that actually went, I was impressed that I was able to come up with what I did just off the top of my head. Like all the drug stuff, that was nothing that I'd ever thought about before.
Yeah, whenever you when you sent me the file last night, and I saw 9 minutes. I was like, "What did he do?" It's an open mic. Why did they do 9 minutes? But
I don't know how long I'm supposed to do.
I would say typically you're supposed to do 3 or 4.
Well, no, that's not possible with the amount of comedians that were at that open mic. If everybody did 3 or 4 minutes, it'd be
over in 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But the fact that you did 9 and he said you ran the light and he let you keep going, I figured it's around that mark.
I saw him flash the light, and I did maybe a minute after that, if that.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
Also, in that venue, because it's not a comedy club, it's probably a lot more like fucking loosey goosey on the regulations there.
Sure.
So that would make sense that you would do longer. But
I will say, I'm probably going to go back, and not because I'm conflicted, because I don't really give a fuck about doing stand-up.
Yeah.
But the people that show up to that open mic, I really enjoy like talking to every single one of them. Jacob Craig was there. He actually did very fucking well. He had some very good fucking jokes.
Shouts out.
Probably I didn't see the last couple comedians.
Yeah.
But he had by far my favorite set of the night. There's a guy named Craig that I've talked to both times I've gone, who's really cool. And there's a girl that hangs out with him. I don't know her name. And Too Real. And then what's the other guy? But anyways, I enjoy talking to him. Have a lot of fun hanging out with them and Krangus. And it's fun to watch comedy, even if it's not like professional high level.
Did you and Krangus bury the hatchet? Y'all good?
Yeah, we've been good.
I didn't know that. I didn't even think about that until last night.
Yeah, no, we chalked it all up to just both of us were drunk. I don't even think we ever really talked about it.
Yeah, I didn't know if y'all had ever talked again, like if y'all had seen each other since then.
Oh yeah, I went to when we went to do stand up, we hung out all night.
Oh, I forgot that was after that.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And then he was still trying to convince me to like become a professional comedian, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
No, I will say the creek in the cave. So again, I was told not to do it the first time there, but that was in mind that I wanted to do well. I was like, they were like, don't start there because that's where you can't do well because they want you to do poorly. I will say this, while that was true, it was very cliquey. The people that were there, like the comedians, it was very like, I'm only waiting on my turn. And another thing I noticed is almost like a social experiment was the people that laughed at other people's sets. Those people laughed when they went up.
Yeah.
It was like you laughed at me, I'm laughing at you. Everyone else could not be bothered. Everyone was on their phone, on their notebooks. They were spread the fuck out, talking during the sets. It was very like, when's my turn? And let me get the fuck out of here. And I was pretty much told that place in particular it's essentially a showcase in their head. Oh, this is the hot fucking spot in Austin right now. If I do this, maybe I can get on tonight's show with Ari Shaffir or whatever the fuck it is. But I was told that if I'm going to do it again, if I did it again, I guess I would write something.
I think that's
or tell a story, but because I just improv that completely.
Yeah, for you, I would go the story route just because I've heard you tell stories, and I mean, both of us, we have a couple stories that we've told people multiple times when you're just at the bar, but you're used to saying it. You're used to like the beats, like oh, my house burned down and then I fucked my grandma, and like what order.
Yeah, and another thing too is a skill that I have that I've shown on this podcast many, many times is I can make shit up and be convincing. So I could also just fucking make a lot of the shit up.
That's true, but you got
have some reality there. But there's two.
You don't, but don't
I love lying to people. There's two other comedy clubs that are actually closer than the Creek and the Cave to here.
Mm-hmm.
So the advice I got was, if I'm going to try it again, do it at one of those, because it's more of an audience that are there to laugh. There was 0 audience members at the one I did stand up at.
Yeah,
0,
very bizarre,
quote unquote civilians, literally 0. It was open to the public, but when I say 0, I'm not exaggerating. It was only people signed up to go on stage there, and they were sitting in front of the stage, literally just waiting on their name to be called. So they were not watching comedy.
Yeah.
There was no one participating. There was 0 audience members. So there's 2 other comedy clubs that are supposed to be the opposite, because they're not the cool ones. They're not the hip ones.
Yeah.
So if I do it again, I'll probably try one of those. There's a Lucky Duck in the Romo room.
But hey, you know what? Shouts out to us. We're comedians now. Yeah. So I'm definitely changing my bio tonight.
Hey, Craig is stuck on that shit. Woo! We're professional stand-up comics.
Did I
get paid to do it? No, I paid for parking and bought like 3 drinks.
So
it cost me over $50 to do 3 minutes of stand-up. But we're fucking comedians.
It's going in our Twitter bio for sure.
And shouts out. It doesn't fucking matter. This sounds again name droppy and braggy, but who's the nicest person on the planet, comedian wise?
Oh, Steve Simone.
I talked to Steve Simone after that.
Did I get it
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Steve Simone listened to my set. I talked to him for like 2.5 hours about it that night, and it could not have been fucking nicer. Now it was like, hey, this fucking sucks, but here's all the cool shit we could talk about. Yeah. It wasn't like, dude, that was a great fucking set. But what a nice fucking guy. And he's the guest on Music is Funny today. So go listen to that.
Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait for that.
I fucking love that dude.
Go watch Raylan Nelson on fucking Honeydew.
Yeah, that'll come out in probably like a month.
And
and she was on Dose of Dr. Drew today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doing shit.
Fun.
Yeah, that was a good show. She was on Dose of Dr. Drew with William Shatner. What a weird fucking mix.
Shit.
Yeah. 90 years old, by the way.
He's not like regular famous. He's like,
yeah, he's otherworldly.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I don't like that.
He's get it, Captain Kirk. All right.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of our friends, guess what I found in the bathroom the other day?
Dildo. Oh, Pure Spectrum.
Yeah, I found a whole fucking full thing of full Pure Spectrum CBD tincture.
We should figure out logistically how to. I mean, and by that I mean explain to me how to mail stuff, because I've gotten like 2 boxes since I moved here of shit, and I need to send you products.
Guess what else I got today?
What? What's that?
My motherfucking Blue Chew.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got some Lyle gloves yesterday, boy, from Andy Lyle.
Oh yeah, Andy told me he was gonna send you some shit.
Yeah, I got some
shouts out to God damn this! I guess this whole podcast. This is what the podcast has become.
It's just an ad, but we did. I wore my Lyle gloves while I was cutting sweet potatoes yesterday, so I didn't cut my finger.
But fuck! I lost my train of thought.
This whole podcast has become this. Shouts out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a. You remember we did Frets for Pets last year? We are gonna be doing a live stream the Friday. I think it's the 6th. Yeah, we're doing it. I just have to plan it.
Okay. Yeah, Friday's the 6th.
Yeah, but shouts out to fucking.
Oh, that's soon. That's like next week.
Yeah, I know.
Week after. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to play in that, and that's fine. That's something that I need to do. But shouts out to fucking Jared Mount, who sent me fucking 2 skateboard decks. I haven't even taken them out of the package because I'm afraid to like auction off. He said like whatever we want to do to help raise money for the little puppies and little kitties.
Does he skate?
What? Have you ever seen his face?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then yeah, he does skate.
Yeah, I've talked to him many times over audio, but I've never seen him.
Oh yeah, he looks like the skatiest fucking
Yeah.
skate dude you've ever skated.
I fucking love that guy, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's great.
I filled in as the host of fucking Two Wizards for a while.
Yeah, he's got a fucking sick ass place up in. I don't. People don't know. He doesn't want people knowing where he lives.
Washington.
For legal reasons, I guess.
I
But
have no
yeah,
idea.
in Washington or Oregon or somewhere like that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Canada. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah, I live next to some people that fucking listen to this show now. I've met Carrie Evan. Is that his name?
What?
Carrie Evan that listens to the show. You know him? He's a Danish O'Neill guy.
You live next door to him?
No, I live we live fucking 5 minutes from each other now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Carrie Evan. Yeah.
Should have him come fill in on the podcast whenever I don't feel like talking to fucking you.
Oh, okay. So are we all done with announcements and everything? I feel like that was the whole fucking first part of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, we did spend like 10 minutes talking about us doing stand up too.
Yeah, I mean, half our fault. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not blaming it on you.
Neither one of them went well, but both of them went fine.
Yeah.
We're not getting fucking specials.
I had more fun than Thomas did.
Yeah, mine was fine. I would say the hanging out part was more fun. Like with the employees, they were all fucking cool. Oh, but yeah, the guy that hosted, I did say I would say his name on this podcast. Dean Stanfield was the host. He was very funny.
Bitch, that sounds like a name that you just made up.
Dean Stanfield, and he's got a mullet, and he kind of looks like you, but he talks like Adam Devine.
That sounds like a name that you make up at the airport when you're trying to get out of something.
Yeah, no, that guy's fucking good. I think you'd like him. He hosted open mic. He was very cool. But who gives a fuck? Every Wednesday at Creek in the Cave, go to his open mic.
Well, if you
perform for comedians,
if your friendship continues and blah 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 blah, maybe he can come on the podcast one day.
Oh, no, I don't think I'll ever see him again. But also one of the saddest, how do I say this? One of the gayest things about the whole experience was everyone. And Dean, if you're listening, sorry, this is how you run your fucking open mic. This is the people you attract. But everybody that went up, like, the joke was, you have to laugh at me because I'm this, I'm trans, or I'm black, or I'm Asian. It was all a fucking disability joke.
Yeah.
Every single one. And that was real gay. It was very pandering at one point. That's why I started with I'm gay. And I thought you would laugh at me more if I said that. Because every fucking body that went up before me, I was like the 21st person. Every person that went up before me had said something like that in sincerity.
Yeah. They all have issues that they need to fix.
Yeah. And who gives a fuck? Right? About anything. But especially people and disabilities.
Sure.
Like, bro, you either have disabilities or you don't.
We already did our...
Bro, do I sound great right now?
No, you sound worse than you have
earlier,
to be honest.
Okay, well, I think I'm talking through the computer mic. Because my mixer's not lit up.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, we'll take a break right here. I'll sing a song, and then you can fix your audio stuff. All right. Does anybody have any requests, audience, guys, people listening? All right, here we go. This is a good song right here. I wanted you to know I love the way you cry. I wanna hold you high and steal your pain. A fucking way where I keep your photograph. 'Cause I know it serves me well. I wanna hold you high and steal your pain. 'Cause I'm afraid again. I don't know. Well. I'm gay. That song fucking sucks. I need to start doing more like songs about sucking dick. I haven't really done that in a while. Let's write one right now. How about that? All right, so you need a root song to start off on. Let's see.
Is that much better?
Give me some more.
Is that much better? Do I sound better?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I should be going through the mic now. I'm also using a MacBook for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And the plugs and shit are weird. I have like adapters because there's no USB slots on this bitch. All right. It's going to be a concert now.
I don't know. I was waiting on you, you stupid bitch.
You want a fucking Seether kick?
Nah, I just
You act
remembered.
like that's a cool song to make fun of, but Seether also has some fucking jammy jams. So
Okay. Well, now we know.
you're the one that learned it. You're the one that learned it. You don't just know how to play it. You did not look up how to play that song. You've known it for a while.
Yeah, I looked up how to play it when it came out, so I can make fun of it.
Well, that's impossible. You would have been 10.
Yeah.
You didn't play guitar yet.
It's like when I started playing guitar.
When did you start playing guitar? Bass does
like
not count. Bass
12.
is not a guitar. When did you start playing
Okay.
guitar?
Yeah, I played guitar way before I ever even knew what a bass was.
Really?
Started playing guitar around probably 12.
So you looked it up and learned it when you were 10 because that's when you started playing when you were 12?
You said 10. I didn't say 10.
What did you say?
Hey, Siri. When did the song Broken by Seether come out? Oh, that's going to be so
Let's say 2003.
I'm going to say 2006. Yeah, it's because I fucked it up, Siri. I'm sorry. Hey, Siri. When was the song Broken by Seether released?
I don't have that information on the song Broken for Seether.
Jesus Christ.
I got it. I'll fucking look it up because talking to your phone is fucking stupid, you old man. Who fucking does that? Jesus Christ.
Well, a family member of mine does that. 2004, you stupid bitch.
No, 2002. The version they redid with Amy Lee came out in 2004. You stupid bitch.
Okay, that's the one that I know.
But the real one came out in 2002.
Nobody knows that one.
That's the one.
No, nobody knows that one.
They didn't
the one
do it
with Amy Lee.
until that's the one that got popular when the fucking Punisher came out. But that song was already a hit.
It was not in my world.
All right.
Amy Lee put that song on the map in my mind.
She's the worst, huh? She was
There's
really good.
No one else around.
Dude, that first,
No one else.
hey, that first Evanescence album, does it slap or what?
Is she still hot?
No.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Can I guess what happened?
Did
she get
but in her face?
real fat?
Just real, puffy. That's the word.
So her name's Amy Lee?
Yeah, that's a fake name, huh? Can't be a
For
real
sure.
fucking name. Unless she's Bruce Lee's niece, get the fuck out of here. Your last name's not Lee and you're the whitest lady of all time. That's not how that works.
Oh, other people have had these questions.
If her last name's Lee, there's probably a chink in her armor.
Oh, come on, dude. You can't say that.
Say what?
I don't know. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I saw some like made up pictures that were like heavily shopped.
Yep.
And then I just saw like a candid picture. She's still okay. Well, hold on now.
Okay.
She's got a cute face.
Sure.
Like the face,
Why are you being so
there's some bad ones though.
why are you being so shallow? Why are you worried about how she looks? Why does that
I
come
don't
to
know.
mind?
She does have a cute face.
Why do you
I'm not backing off of that.
objectify women so much?
I'd fuck her for sure.
We should get the root of that.
Why I'd objectify women?
Yeah.
Because I have sex with them.
You do what?
I have sex with one
Woman.
now.
Yeah, with woman. But you don't objectify her. You objectify everybody else.
Oh, yes, I do.
Do
All
you?
the time. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of object? Is there a fire extinguisher behind you?
No.
Okay.
What are you
It's
looking at?
Yeah, I guess a mirror in the back of your dumb red head.
I don't know. What does objectify mean? I mean, I have sex with her all the time. I tell her that I'm gonna use her holes.
Yeah. What do you use them for? All of them?
Having sex.
Every one of them?
Okay. Well, name them all, and I'll tell you which ones I do.
Ear, left ear,
No.
right nostril.
No.
That's about all I can think of.
Okay.
I'm out.
Incel Thomas.
Yeah. Gauges? I don't know.
New character. Incel Thomas.
Yeah, never seen a hole before.
I've never put my penis inside of a like gauged ear hole,
No.
but my friend has.
Has he?
Yes.
Why?
Because we thought it would be funny.
How bad did his dick smell after that?
Oh, dude. Because I'm sure you've smelled. Like,
yeah, people don't clean
ears.
those motherfuckers properly.
They're disgusting.
Oh, dude, it's so gross.
And that plus dick smell.
Oh my god. Well, it depends on the dick.
I asked a girl recently what a penis tasted like.
Yeah.
And she said,
You don't know? You're gonna tell me you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
She said the penises taste like dirty, sweaty arms.
I think that's very specific to people.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah, because I mean,
she was like,
because if 3 minutes after like some fucking Irish Spring, it's probably has no taste.
Well, yeah, it probably tastes like soap or whatever.
Yeah,
But she was.
But like
she
at
was
the end
like,
of a
yeah,
day, and you're sucking off a mechanic.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, no.
That's how you get
An oil spill.
UTIs.
Yeah,
is fucking dirty dicks. We found that out the
Is that
hard
true?
way. Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, we fucked a couple times, like right after I got off of work, and then.
Did you? Oh wait,
No,
so you gave it
dude,
to
come
your
on,
wife?
man. You're an incel. You know
You gave
that.
you gave your wife an HDMI about being dirty
An HDMI.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
VD.
Yeah. Just being fucking gross and disgusting because I work for a living, unlike some fucking losers that I know that I do a podcast with.
Why, Phil? Phil doesn't fucking work.
Actually, both of you motherfuckers, get
Yeah.
a real job, you pieces of shit.
Wow, this is so much easier.
My other co-host fucking I think he like reports spills for the Navy. It's
not
like one of those made up jobs.
Yeah, that's not real.
Yeah.
I mean, what I do is less real. I can't even really explain it.
Oh, people, that's my number one. When people ask me about you, that's my the number one question they ask is like, so what's Thomas doing? And I tell everybody, I have no idea.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
Just kind
is
of
he like
stuff, you know?
is he like, is it legal? I was like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I
care.
think so. I think everything I do is legal. Now, I mean, if you want to talk about like paying taxes and stuff, we can get to that another time. But as far as the actual like activities, I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
You just and
do
it's
stuff.
also you do too much stuff to explain to somebody that I don't want to fucking talk to in the
Yeah.
first place.
And most of the stuff that I do, I don't really know how to do it. I'm just like, what? I mean, fucking, you fake it till you make it, except sometimes you don't make it, you just keep fucking faking it. And then sometimes you fake it and you're like, oh, this is actually way easier than people act like it is because people are just fucking lazy. That's the majority of it. It's like, yeah, I can go try to do that thing. And then I'm like, oh, wow, this is really easy. Why aren't other people doing this thing? And you get paid to do it. And then you realize other people just don't want to do stuff.
Yeah, that's like booking shows. Booking shows is so fucking easy.
Yeah.
And people will be like, oh, well, I'm going to need a 20% cut and shit like that. It's like, you just don't want to fucking do anything.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
The only reason you should have a show booker, and I am one, so I'm pleading my case here, but the only reason you should have one is if you just don't want to deal with it.
Yep.
And two, you're too fucking busy to deal with it. But if you're like, oh, I don't have a booker and booking shows is hard, so I can't play shows, then you're a fucking idiot.
That's the whole thing about agents and stuff too. It's like by the time, and here's the other thing too, by the time you get to the point where you need an agent, like you don't need an agent.
Sure.
Like by the time you get to that point where like you're famous enough to where people want to book you and stuff, it's like you don't need. I'm not saying an agent like a booking agent or something.
I know
like
what
that.
you mean.
Yeah, I'm saying like
you don't need someone to go find it for you because the opportunities are there.
Yeah, you don't need a record company or
No.
representation from like an agency or something like that, because then all they're trying to do is fuck you out of money. That's all record labels. 100% of the time. That's the only way they can make any money.
100%, and it's fucking stupid, and it's so unnecessary. Like nobody. That it's crazy that's even a job anymore.
I got
the only
a friend.
reason they should even stop calling them agents, because the only reason you should ever have one of those is because, again, you don't want to do the correspondence or you just don't have time. So you have someone who is a liaison between you and those people only on shit you want to do, not somebody seeking you stuff you don't want to do just because they know they're going to fucking make money for
That's
it.
Not really
stupid.
like an agent. That's
that's
more
what I'm
like
saying.
a manager.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You should almost rename it, because that position shouldn't exist anymore.
Well, no, it is. I think what you're talking about is like a manager.
Yeah, maybe so.
An
agent, you're like the middleman.
Yeah, an agent kind of like represents you, like going out for stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes, and like finds you work and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, don't pass on this because it could be very lucrative. And they're like, I don't fucking want to do it though. That sounds awful. And they're like,
a good
we can
manager
make this much money.
That.
Yeah. You should have a guy.
Yeah.
That does the things you want him to do. You should have a guy that does the things you want him to do and does not push shit that you don't want to do.
I need a guy, but I can't afford a guy.
You got a guy. I'll be your guy.
Will you be my guy?
I've kind of been your guy. I've sent like emails and shit for you that you couldn't fucking fathom yourself. I've been your guy.
But okay.
I'm your Huckleberry.
If okay, I'll let you be my guy. It's not gonna be okay. First off, I need you to clean out the email.
Sure.
We're up to about 90.
Yep.
Okay. And there's some stuff that I don't want to delete because I don't know if it's for you.
Yeah.
If I had somebody to just respond to messages,
yeah,
that would be great.
I'll do that.
I don't know how I got myself into the point where, like, when I get off of work, I have 10 unread fucking Facebook messages.
I think you said yes too much.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is. People know that if they ask you to do something, you'll do it.
Not only that, because I don't get asked to do a ton, to be completely honest.
Sure.
I volunteer myself for shit that I have no time for. That's
also
the problem.
that's kind of also saying yes. Like
Yeah,
before they even have to ask, you're like, here.
But I mean, I don't get asked to do things. You know, maybe like once a month I'll be asked to do something.
Yeah.
Most of it is me volunteering myself to do things that I don't have fucking time for.
Yeah. I mean,
And then people get mad.
I don't have that in me.
And then people get mad that I fucking either half-ass it or don't do it at all. And I completely understand that. That's my fault.
I don't
Sorry.
have that in me.
I will get, you know how many times, like day of, hours before, somebody's reminded me of something that I agreed to fucking months prior.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait for that. And then I have to like bullshit my way into fucking doing it or can't till last minute.
Yep.
I hate that.
You'll do anybody's podcast, pretty much, I would say.
That is true.
I don't know if you've drawn the line at any point.
Hey, right now, anybody listening to this, if you got a podcast, I'll do your fucking podcast.
Yeah, I'm selective. So
here's me volunteering myself for shit that I don't have time for. I'll fucking do your fucking podcast.
And I will say you've done a few that afterwards I listened to your episode because I like listening to you on podcasts. I think you have interesting things to say, and I find you funny. That's why I do a podcast with you.
Mhm.
But so I listen to when you go on other shows. I haven't listened to all of them because you do so many sometimes, or you have before. You'll go through spurts. But if I listen to one, I'm like, oh, I actually enjoyed that. Then I'm like, hey, I'll go do their podcast now. But I want like you to fill them out. Red Egg.
Yeah.
I went on it after you did, and we went on it together. I think I like those guys.
Great
Those
show.
are nice guys.
Well, they need to get their. Hey, if they're listening right now, hey boys, get your goddamn shit together.
Where are
I
they?
haven't posted an episode in like 3 months.
Yeah, you hit a fucking you put out a Brian Callen episode.
And then nothing else after that.
And then just like, yeah, we're not gonna ride this fucking momentum.
You did Papa Chad, Brian Callen, and then it's dead.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I understand life is difficult, but
now we've went on some other ones together that didn't pan out. But for the most part, Tyler, his shitty show, fart ass school.
And hey, I will give them right now. I know the year's not done, but I will give them the most improved award.
Okay.
I mean, when they first started, the show was fine. It was pretty good. It was kind of funny. Over the past 2 months or so, I don't know what the fuck happened, but they just figured it the fuck out. And now it is a very fucking funny show.
Yeah, I like them. They're funny. I like doing their show. They're funny because it's a different thing.
I listened to an episode yesterday, and it made me realize I completely forgot about getting molested when I was a kid.
You got molested?
They were talking about getting molested.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I was like, oh yeah, that happened to me. Yeah.
I get that it's not something you're supposed to joke about or whatever, but I get a little jealous sometimes when I hear those stories. I didn't have enough trauma.
The first time, yes, you did.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine though.
House burned down.
Yeah.
Hurricane Katrina.
Sure, but I mean,
no.
Sexual stuff,
I understand what you're saying. You're saying, because I'm the same way. It's like I don't see any of that as trauma.
Yeah,
and I think people who do is they don't have anything else going on, so they just sit there and think about all the shit that's happened to them. And yeah, if I did that fucking 24/7, yeah, I would be fucking weird.
Sure,
like them. But I mean, if you just keep the fucking shit moving, like. I don't sit around and like thinking like, oh, I remember when mom died. That fucking sucked. I remember when I was a kid and my dog died. I hate
Rest in peace,
that.
Buster.
Yeah. No, not Buster. Taz.
No, Buster, my dog. I watched him get eaten by an alligator in Hurricane George.
Yeah. See, that's traumatic.
Sure.
But all that.
But I fucking love alligators, dude. I'd fuck one up,
Yeah.
but I love them.
It's tough, man.
Depending on their age, I'd fuck one up.
Bro, real quick. Shouts out to my friend Taylor, who has a new job. Do you want to know what his new job is?
What? Gator wrestling?
He basically babysits and plays with dogs all day.
What?
Yeah.
How'd he get that?
I don't know. I guess it's like it's not like, I don't think it's like dog boarding where it's like dogs are there for like an extended amount of time. I think it's like a dog daycare. But he sent me a picture today where he had like 5 dogs in this little area, and it looked like every single dog that you could see just looked like they were having an absolute fucking blast. There was like one rolling on the floor. There was 2 of them like playing on this little thing. There was one dog that was like, looked like it was in mid spin. But I mean, it sounds like the sickest fucking job ever.
Dogs are cool.
So hey, that job exists, people out there.
Go listen to Fartmouth University.
Yeah. Yeah. Shouts out to them for sure.
I will say one thing though, for being a podcaster and looking
Mhm.
in for that show, I couldn't do it because that show seems like work. The amount of they're very good at it, but the producing, like having the segments and all the fucking sounds and doing like a new intro song all the time, shit
Yeah.
like that sounds miserable to make.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it sometime soon to promote history buffs.
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, if I'm gonna come in, because I think I've done it like 3 times or
I
something.
think so. I think I've done it twice. You've done it 3 times.
I was like, if I'm gonna come back, then I'm gonna come back fucking hard. I'm
Yeah.
gonna write a song.
Coming hard.
I'm gonna come in with a fucking segment. Like
Yeah.
we're not, it's not gonna be some fucking regular ass episode.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna write this shit.
Yeah, there goes me volunteering myself for
I'd say, did they ask you
unnecessary
to do
shit
any of
again. No, they didn't. I said I would.
Yeah, no, I like that show. They're like, what if you had butterfingers for nipples and there's cum under your toenails? Which fucking opera singer would you fight? They ask questions like that and make
Yeah.
you really think.
Yeah, make you really think.
Make you really fucking ponder life. Fucking Jake News. But
And yeah, Jake News.
Mhm.
What an incredible. I think I accidentally offended him, I think. Because I told him that
well, I think
like,
Tyler goes through phases of not liking us. So
not liking us.
well, yeah. Well, I think he gets his feelings hurt by you and doesn't like me. So there's
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
I told Jake that like he used to kind of suck because his role on the show was
yeah, dude.
largely just him laughing and be like, nice.
Yeah. I like it, man.
And
I think the show
he-
needed that.
But yeah, I mean the way it is now, he is like, I don't know. He's gonna get mad again if he listens to this.
Yeah, don't fucking
I just
shit
gotta
on
shut
them.
the
I
fuck
think
up.
they're great.
No.
I think I'd take Jake over Tyler any day.
Okay. Right now, in whatever month it is in 2021, they are
July.
a listen the day it comes out podcast for me.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't have many of those anymore.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's a handful, yeah, but a lot of them fall off eventually, unfortunately. Oh, by the way, fuck Doug Benson. Let's triple down on that.
That's crazy because I was just telling somebody last night, fuck Doug Benson.
Yeah,
What
I said
happened now?
that to somebody, and oh no, it wasn't somebody. We were talking about it on fucking Croncast with Krangus,
Yeah.
and he didn't like it. So he was like, "What is y'all's basis? What are y'all trying to stand on? That y'all don't like him? Why is he about?" Like he was just
Meet
yeah.
him one time and
Yeah, so I mean, he was a dick to us one time on Twitter, and then I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago about doing Douglas movies to promote Profiles Friday,
Mhm.
and he's basically like he's not going to be associated with Brian Callen, but fuck that guy.
cute.
Yep.
Well, I have not seen a goddamn thing from that dude in about 4 years. So
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
him.
I mean, I stopped listening to Douglas movies a long time.
And it has become, I think he's just doing it just to run the numbers up at this point.
Yeah,
Because there is an incredible amount of, there's an incredible amount of episodes.
It had a good run. It had a good run.
Well, you ready to get in this goddamn topic?
Oh yeah, that's what we do on here.
Yep.
We'll just talk about other shows.
Yeah. This has been a very like inside baseball.
Yeah. I mean, if
podcast,
you
I
listen to,
guess.
I would imagine if you listen to this podcast, you listen to other comedy podcasts, so fucking, you get it. Honestly, who
This
gives a
week
fuck?
we are doing, how should we word this? The way you presented it was
I would
very
just say,
clunky.
I would just say crimes that should be legal. Crimes
Okay.
crimes we'd legalize.
Okay, we'll run with that.
That's short.
Crimes we'd legalize.
Yeah.
My number 4 on my
you're going
Rushmore.
first, huh? All right, cool. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
I
that means
figured
you go
might-
last. You
Yeah, I
stupid
thought you
bitch.
might have a fucking banger to end on, but all right.
I do.
All right, well,
But
let
we're
me go
probably gonna
first,
have the
man.
same one.
I have none prepared. I'm about to come up with them as we go. So
Okay. My number 4 is that stupid fucking law where every house has to have fire alarms. Here's
Okay.
the deal. If you own a house that other people live in, if you own a house and you have tenants in that house or apartment building or anything like that, or if you own a business, definitely you have to put some sort of fire protection in there. You know, I get that. If it's your own house and you're not going to sell it, it's just your fucking house and you don't want to put smoke alarms in, then you shouldn't have to. Okay. And if it's one of those things, like if you don't do it, then like you'll get fined and stuff for sure. You won't
Really?
get approved for shit. Yeah.
how will they know?
building inspectors have to come in and check it.
Well, yeah, but the idea is you put them in to pass the inspection and then take them out.
You could do that.
I've
real one
never
would do that.
I've never had a house or apartment to where the batteries stayed in my smoke detectors for more than a night. They've never made it through the first night.
The one in the kitchen, the first time you cook bacon, it fucking goes off.
It's out. So because we moved here, because I've had them out for literally everywhere I've lived forever. We moved here, didn't even think about it because I've had the fucking batteries out in our house we've been in for years. So then we come here and I was cooking, I was grilling a fucking steak and they started going off and it scared the shit out of me because I haven't had one since I've been in the fucking adult.
Yeah.
Working smoke detector.
Oh, and you're in an apartment now too.
Yeah. So it's just loud as shit.
When
and
it
wasn't
goes
even
off,
smoking.
yeah, when it goes off, everybody in the building knows.
Oh yeah, and there's fucking sprinklers on every ceiling. So I'm like, what happens when those go off and just ruin all our shit because of a steak that's not even fucking smoking? It's like it detected the scent. It was awful. Yeah, smoke detectors are fucking stupid.
But like I said, like if you have tenants and stuff, or you own a business, you should have smoke detectors, possibly sprinklers and stuff like that. I do. That's a fair law. I'm not mad at that because that's you putting other people in danger. You putting yourself in danger should be totally legal.
Yeah, I think it should be up to the tenant.
And hey, here's the deal,
Mhm.
Thomas. Guess what?
What?
If I built a house right now,
Mhm.
I would put smoke detectors in it.
Because you have kids,
Yeah, and I also don't want to die too.
you think a smoke detector is going to save your life? Has that ever
It
happened?
could.
Hey, coming from a guy that burned a house down, smoke detector didn't do shit.
Well, yeah, but
So, and you know why? I was sleeping, didn't know the house was on fire.
hey, and guess what? Nobody died. So maybe smoke detectors do work.
My grandma
Thomas.
died eventually.
Everybody does eventually.
Right.
Did she die from the smoke?
No, I mean maybe
What did she die from?
lung cancer. So
It'd be funny.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
yeah, there you go.
All right. No, I actually don't remember how she died.
It'd be funny if it was like yeah, there was a robbery. She killed 3 of the guys, but
Yeah.
that
didn't make it out.
last one just
Yeah. Well, those fucking those old ceilings in this old house, they have like asparagus or whatever, and that gets in your body.
yeah.
That'll kill somebody. You want to know my number 4?
Yeah.
In Alaska. Okay.
Okay. The state.
This is not only a law. This is a law that I have sources here is commonly enforced by police. In Alaska, per state laws, let me read this to you. A person who is already drunk may not knowingly enter a bar to drink more or remain in the bar that got them drunk in the first place. So if you're drinking in a bar, you have to leave the second you're at the legal limit.
Yeah.
Or if they test you and you're above it, even if you're staying at that bar. And that doesn't mean shit face. That means above the legal driving limit.
Yep,
So you're
I understand.
Yeah, maybe 4 drinks.
I'm well aware of this law.
Yeah, you will be arrested in Alaska if you do not go home immediately.
It's just like the loitering laws that we have where it's like, hey, don't be standing around. Standing around should definitely not be a fucking crime. But they use it so they can be like, yeah, you need to get the fuck out of here, dude. You're causing problems. We can't really get you on anything else because you technically haven't really done anything other than fucking you're just loud and fucking you're causing problems.
Yeah.
But, we'll
But
just say
even
it's
if
loitering.
you're minding your own business and just calmly sitting at the bar watching a fucking show or something, you have one too many drinks, you better get the fuck out of there.
It could. But that's not how it's enforced.
Well, I would imagine someone would have to point out that you're inebriated for them they're not randomly walking up to test you.
Here's
But
the
they
other thing
could.
about Alaska.
In theory, they could.
Here's the other thing about Alaska. As far as like cops per population,
Capita.
they are the least
Black.
fuck. All right, let me restart that. There's basically no cops in Alaska.
Okay.
They don't have like I think they don't even have like city cops and stuff. They have like troopers that go around, and they are also those troopers are also the fish and game. So if you, Thomas, walked into Alaska and shot a moose in the head now, which is highly illegal for so many reasons,
Right.
they would
I would
call the
also
state
use-
troopers
I would also use my bare hands. But yeah.
because there's no fish and game or anything like that. Like they're wildly, as far as law enforcement goes, they are wildly behind the 8 ball.
Well,
So
there's just not a lot of people there.
that's true too.
So I mean, would it be fair to say that you know everybody if you live there? What's your number 3?
I don't know, but
Juneau's the capital.
yeah. Hold on. I'm fucking thinking. I don't know, but I'm 30 and I feel like that's an anchor age.
Eskimos.
That's the real reason why that law was made, because indigenous people can't handle their fucking liquor.
Wow.
Look at the fucking
wow.
look at the Cherokees down
I
here.
would never say that. I would never say that. That's something
Thomas,
only you would say.
That you text me something about that at least
Only
2 times a week.
Only you and Mussolini would say something like that.
Inuits, is that the right word, or is it Eskimos?
God.
Who knows? I think it's a case by case.
Okay.
Or you could call them snow. Beep.
That's funny. Yeah. All right. What's your number 3?
I love like some racial slurs are so lazy.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
sand
look at
or
that
snow in
snow.
front of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Have you? Yeah. One. I don't know. It'd be
Alright.
fun to say jungle. Beep. If it's
Oh.
like one of those guys down in like South America.
You lost
They're like
me.
shoots
I'm
monkeys.
sorry. Are you talking about Anderson Silva?
Shoots monkeys with a blowgun.
Are you talking about the spider? What's your number 3?
All right. Number 3. My number 3 on my Rushmore of shit that should be legal is Ralph Nader is a bitch.
Okay. I don't get it.
Ralph Nader in 1970, who gives a fuck, wrote a book called Unsafe at Any Speed, where he basically bitched about how unsafe cars were because he's a pussy and he's gay. So he bitched about seatbelts. Ralph Nader is solely responsible for seatbelts being installed in every American car. He is solely responsible for windshields being altered to not kill you, which I'm not super mad at that. That probably need to happen. But there's so many dumb fuck safety features that he pushed through Congress that has resulted in, guess what, Thomas? We don't get cool cars.
Mm.
The Nissan Skyline.
Mm.
We never had it.
Mm-mm.
Because it was like one of these things, like to import it, you have to provide. So, okay, Thomas, all right, let's just say that you wanted a Nissan Skyline. You just turned off Fast and Furious. You're really fucking juiced up. But it's, 1990 fucking whatever the fuck it is. Sure. 1997. So let's say you call up Japan and be like, Konnichiwa, I would like a Nissan Skyline. Could you bring it to my house?
Sure.
And they'd be like, okay, sure. So then you hit up customs, U.S. Customs, be like, hey, I'm going to have a car delivered. Should be coming pretty soon. And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is a car that has never been in the U.S. before, correct? It's like, yeah. So, okay. Well, we have some procedure that we need to do first. I'm like, all right, well, what could that be? It's like, well, you need to provide us with 2 vehicles, same make and model, so we can run crash tests on them. Did you know that's how that happens?
No.
Yeah. So in order for any vehicle to be imported into the United States, they have to run crash tests on them and do, like, it's a ridiculous amount of fucking red tape and bullshit to get any car in the fucking US. Even if you wanted to buy an Australian Holden, which is just a Chevrolet car.
Sure.
It's literally just rebadged for Australian sales. Even if you wanted to bring one of those in, it would have to go through the same fucking process. It's fucking stupid.
Should we do a live Rushmore in Australia?
Yes. And then we'll cancel it like everybody else does, their Australian shows.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. My number 3 should hit home with you a little bit.
Okay.
Cars bore me. I checked out a little bit.
Okay.
Georgia. In the state of Georgia. You ready for this? I don't know if you knew this. In the state of Georgia, you're a Georgian. You're a Georgiano. In the state of Georgia, it is illegal, and this is per a state law passed in 1961. It is
Probably
illegal.
gonna be racist.
It is illegal to eat chicken, so maybe racist. It is illegal to eat chicken with utensils. Okay. Someone has been arrested in Gainesville, Georgia. You ever been there?
No.
Someone's been arrested in Gainesville as recently as 2009 for eating their chicken in public with a fork. Because they are the poultry capital of the world, Georgia, it was passed as a state law that chicken was finger licking good and you cannot eat it publicly with utensils. That's a real fucking law, and that's goddamn stupid.
I feel like the person that was arrested in Gainesville was like a politician. They were just trying to make a point.
It was a 90-year-old woman. I had the article pulled up.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, said the fine was more than a parking ticket would be in Gainesville, and that she would have to come back to Gainesville and eat chicken with her fingers was one of the orders from the court.
That's
So that's
I
fucking
mean, that
stupid.
is, yeah,
That's
that's one of the
fucking
most
stupid.
retarded
So
laws I've ever heard.
legalize eating chicken with a fork.
Yeah. I saw somebody on Facebook bitching because I guess they went to a place or heard about a place that had fried chicken and also watermelon on the menu at the same time.
Yeah.
It was like, I've never been to a restaurant where they had fried chicken and watermelon on the menu. It's
Bro.
just, you're just clearly being racist. It's like, well,
Those two things are
Here's the thing.
delicious, by the way.
together. Have you ever done it together?
No, I mean,
You
it's probably
haven't?
racist.
I'm
No.
not saying together like bite of fried chicken, bite of watermelon. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like,
in a
on
same
a-
meal, in
on
a
a
summertime
plate.
meal.
dude,
I
I did
will.
it accidentally one time.
I ate watermelon
I
this
was-
morning. I had some watermelon today.
Watermelon's delicious, dude.
I love it. It's really
Hey,
good.
and hey, also good for hydration
Yeah, it's full of fucking
and
water.
not as much sugar as you
Yeah,
think.
not super sugary. It's mostly water.
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
It's a tasty
um,
honeydew.
Yeah, I was at a family cookout and somebody had brought some KFC. My family's really fucking lazy. Like
Sure.
I would say 75% of the shit on the table is just fast food. So it's like KFC, there's some Pizza Hut in there. There was one year that we actually brought McDonald's. We brought a bunch of chicken nuggets. We're all fucking trash. But yeah, I had fried chicken and then after that I had watermelon. And then I clicked in my head. I was like, oh. But it was like legitimately delicious.
Okay. So what did you have? What was your number 2?
I haven't said it yet.
What is it?
You ready?
Fuck Georgia.
Okay.
Dogs bite. You got a friend?
I think basically, oh, you can see them titties. I think don't
objectify women.
Dad booty, don't quit. I think so. Things that should be but aren't. I have my number 1 for sure. I'm trying to think of a number 2. Oh, here you go. In Mississippi, something that I do fairly often is illegal. I'm a criminal, and I
Yeah.
get away with it every single goddamn time.
You don't come to a
But-
complete stop at a red light.
you know-
Turn right.
That's a California roll through. Everybody knows that. What I do is I have sex, aka make love with
Pepper Jr. That's strange timing. All right, with what? What are the
wife's-
entrance?
yeah. No,
Make
it's
love-
just
I
a-
make love with, and then your son just opens the door. That's your cue. And he's like, get in there.
no. I'm not a pedophile.
Okay.
As
Did
much
you
as
just
I
catch that?
joke.
Did you
Yeah.
just catch that? Okay. Drew
No,
Brees is a pedophile.
Yeah. No, I make love to my wife's ass. My
Oh,
wife's
anal is illegal in
anus.
Mississippi?
Yeah, this is called sodomy.
What about Texas?
Oh, I don't know. It's illegal in like I think it's like 10 different states or something like
I'm
that.
saying if you want to come visit. Not my ass, but I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to bring your wife, y'all could legally play around.
You know what?
What?
I don't think I've ever committed sodomy where it was legal.
Yeah. You've never
'Cause
been
what
on
it's-
vacation?
I'm pretty sure like Mississippi. Okay,
Georgia.
okay. Here are the states that I've committed sodomy in:
Okay.
Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Possibly, I would say probably Florida.
Where was that orphanage at? South
Oh, come
Carolina.
on, dude.
Okay,
I don't
sorry.
do that.
All right.
You know that. You know that
Okay.
I don't do that.
Okay.
We make a lot of jokes on this podcast. We have a lot of fun. It's
You
totally
don't
fine.
like that one?
But one thing we don't do is joke about me being a pedophile. Okay,
Okay.
that's
all
where
right.
that's
I'll leave
the
it alone.
line. I'm drawing it here.
Hey, who was on the Joe Rogan Experience today?
Shane Gillis.
Oh, you mean the bull?
There we go. The young bull.
Isn't that thing fucking sweet?
It is pretty cool. That's a bison, by the way. That's not a cow.
It's the same fucking thing. Look,
It's
I have
not.
horns.
Completely different
It's the
species.
same goddamn.
I wish I
thing.
would have never pointed that out. So,
I'm gonna do
'cause
that
now I
every
feel like you
episode
do
now.
all the time.
I only did it. That's the second time.
You should get a long.
A
Oh
lawnmower.
no, No, why would you get that? You rent. You never have not rented.
That is true.
Can I send you some art to put behind you?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I actually
Okay.
have options. I bought like 3, or Tara bought like 3 things to put behind me. I chose this one, but
Oh,
there's a frog that Michael Chandler has the same one, so I didn't use it. And then,
bro, listen, shut the fuck up. Get Michael Chandler on Rough House Friday
yeah,
and put it up.
put it up, and he'll be like, "Bro,
Yes.
yeah, okay, that's actually not a bad idea."
Yeah,
I can do that.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah. His name
And Michael Chandler on podcasts,
is he good?
I will. Oh my God, Thomas
don't
might be, as far as MMA fighters, he's 100% in the Rushmore of MMA fighters on podcasts.
We'll have him on in 2 weeks then.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. Does he trains with the American Top Team, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll get him on. We have
Dude.
the American Top Team connection. We can get all those guys on.
I'm telling you, go look up his interview with Pat McAfee.
How did I miss that? I know he
don't
was
know.
on Theo Vaughn's podcast.
no
and I didn't listen to him on Theo.
Dude,
I
he's
miss him
so
on
good.
McAfee.
He's so good at fucking
I love
talking.
Michael Chandler, by the way.
Especially since he got into the UFC.
Yeah.
I mean, he has kind of ramped it up, but I mean, listen to that motherfucker talk for like 5 minutes. He'll make you run through a goddamn wall.
Oh yeah, maybe I did hear that. That was the week of the fight, wasn't it, against Oliveira? I did listen to
I
that.
think they had him on the week before and the week after.
Okay, yeah, I fucking
If
love
I
that
remember
dude.
right.
Yeah, we'll get him on Rough House Friday for sure.
Yeah.
All right,
do that.
what was your thing?
What's your number 2?
Mine
Sodomy.
in the state? Oh yeah, you a big sodomy guy?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like all the time.
I've heard
but
you reference doing it more than any person I've ever met.
I
so
enjoy it a great deal.
Yeah,
That's also one of my favorite like porn categories too.
is it really?
Yeah.
Do you like the gaping stuff?
I mean, I don't know. It's there. I see it. I don't
Okay.
really seek it out, but I mean, if a gape happens,
What does that
I'm
mean?
not
You don't really seek
mad
it out?
at it. Like whenever you're just seeking out
I know what
anal
seeking
porn.
out means, but I'm saying you say you don't really. You emphasize the really seek it out. So
Okay,
you do
yeah.
sometimes.
No. What I'm saying is like whenever you're seeking out anal porn,
Yeah.
occasionally a gaping video will be there.
Okay, it's just
you're like,
asshole
alright.
collateral.
I don't turn it off.
Okay.
But I don't like specifically search anal gape, the biggest one ever, blah blah blah. But I also follow Proxy Page on Instagram and Twitter. So who am I?
I haven't heard that name in like 10 years. I feel like that's disgusting.
She has gained quite a bit of weight, and I generally like that. But with her, I don't know. She's just kind of sloppy.
She's a fucking weird person.
She's got a podcast.
I would never listen to that. Massachusetts, in the state of Massachusetts, the home of the greatest sports teams in the country. It is illegal since 1917. Okay. It is
Okay.
illegal to dance or sway during the national anthem.
I'm not mad at that at all.
One of the worst songs ever written in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
Boring as fuck. Anyone playing or singing that should be so honored as to have somebody sway or dance or give a fuck during the performance. It should put people to sleep. It is illegal to sway. Now, out of the hundreds of people I'm reading here that have been arrested for it, every single one of them had the charges dropped in court simply by citing that the First Amendment exists.
Okay.
So the state law doesn't hold up.
Now, here's the thing.
Yep.
That song should be treated with reverence, as bad as it is. I'm not saying it's a good song.
Paul reverence, the fucking British are coming.
That's not what that is.
Okay.
I'm just saying that the song should be treated with reverence. It's an
Why?
important song.
Nope.
Why? Because it's America's theme song, okay? Theme songs mean something.
Says who?
You piece of shit.
Says who?
me and everybody else who's ever had a fucking theme song. Theme songs, okay. Hey.
No, not theme songs.
No,
Theme songs are great.
Shh.
I'm saying says who that's America's theme song.
The government said that.
That's fucking stupid. Since when do we listen to the government? That's the whole point of this Rushmore.
Okay, but listen, if you turned on, okay, so what's a song that you like a great deal?
Me? Nuck if
Yeah.
you buck.
Okay, so Nuck If You Buck is not the Office theme song. It's not the theme song to the hit TV show The Office
Which one? The British one?
either,
Okay.
to be honest. Okay, we can agree that's not it. Their
Sure.
theme song is their theme song,
Sure. You don't know.
as designated by them.
Right.
They made the theme song.
Okay.
Or licensed it.
Yep. But you
No, I'm
have the
not
option.
saying-
But you have the option legally to skip intro on Netflix. You don't have the option to
Sure.
skip the fucking national anthem. You have to sit through that boring shit every time you're at a live event.
Yeah.
That's junk.
No, the national anthem should be played. I don't know about like sports events. That is kind of weird, but
There's no
I
one on this planet.
respect
I don't give a fuck how much you love our
the
country. There's
fact that it
nobody
is.
when it starts at a fucking football game. There's nobody that's like, man, I wish this game would have started already. There's nobody that's like, oh, I'm glad we're doing this part first. Nobody's
No,
sitting through the whole
I've
thing like this
been-
is great.
I've been in crowds where like the national anthem was hype.
What?
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
you haven't.
the last Braves game I was at.
Well, that's because they have
everybody
nothing to
was
look forward to after it.
I don't agree with that.
You lose to the,
The
fucking
Braves
Marlins.
didn't lose that game.
Yeah,
No, they lost to Baltimore Orioles,
that's
which
worse,
is even worse
than the fish. Yeah, that's fucking awful.
But like the national anthem was like actually pretty fucking hype.
yeah, well, that's
Okay,
that's
but
different.
listen,
If we're
here's
talking
the
about
thing.
baseball, national anthem is better, but we're not.
Okay. Fuck. I can't come up with like a parallel example of what I'm trying to say.
If you're watching
So,
fucking
We're just
Mike-
gonna
yeah,
agree
I
to
don't know.
disagree.
okay, national anthem sucks. You should be able to sway
If you
fucking
dance
wanna
during
sway.
the national anthem,
Dance if
I
you
will
dance.
fuck your ass in jail, you piece of shit.
Yeah, and you're in jail because of the kid thing from earlier.
All right, my number one on my Rushmore of whatever this is Los Drogas.
Huh?
Los Drogas. So if I get pulled over and I have a gram of marijuana, that's illegal. I don't like that. If I get pulled over and I have half an ounce of crack cocaine, that's illegal. I get put in prison. I don't like that. If I'm just doing drugs, now granted, maybe if I'm driving, all right, I'll give you that. Maybe I shouldn't be driving high on PCP or fucking acid or something. That's fine. But if I'm like at the house, I should be able to get as fucked up as I want to, especially like during quarantine and stuff. Can you imagine how much like drug sales went up because you can't take a trip, you can't fucking go anywhere. So hey, I want to take a trip in the house. So let's do some goddamn drugs. Drugs across the board should be legal, 100%. Possession should not be a law.
I agree. That's the thing I was going to say is if you're high on PCP driving, I still don't think you should be arrested for having PCP or being high on PCP. If they wanted to put it as reckless driving or something like that,
A
due to the-
DWI.
yeah. I don't even think. Yeah. I guess that falls under the same thing because alcohol is
I'm-
legal, but you still get a I get that, but that you should not
Yeah.
be charged specifically for the drug.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm fine
It
with
should all be decriminalized.
DUIs and DWIs.
Sure. Yeah.
'Cause that's you putting other people in danger. I totally
Yep.
get that.
I get what you're saying.
That's
Because
my
I was
whole
going to say
deal.
they should arrest you for reckless driving or something, but DWI covers that. That's the idea. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you. But having the
Like-
drug itself or using the drug itself should not be. Should be completely decriminalized across the board. Any
Yeah.
drug. I don't give a fuck what it is. Meth, crack. I do not care.
Drug court is one of the worst things. I don't know if other places in the country have drug court the way we have it in Mississippi.
Yeah.
But it is fucking evil. Like it is so fucked up. Government mandated you have to be sober 24/7.
That's so
And
stupid.
if at any point you were found and they test your ass
Oh yeah,
like
randomly.
fucking crazy. If somebody like say you're at a bar watching a sports game, you drink water all fucking day. If somebody takes a picture of you in that sports bar and posts it on Facebook, that is a drug court violation.
And they'll throw your ass back in prison.
And
in
they will
fucking jail.
throw your ass back there, and then you got to start from fucking square one.
Yep.
And drug court is like it takes like a year, like 6 months or a fucking year to
Yeah.
get out of it. But you have to be sober for that entire fucking time.
Yeah,
can't even
alcohol
go
too. We're
into a
talking about
bar.
sober. They test you for alcohol.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, anything.
they test you for alcohol. Obviously like weed and fucking coke and everything else. Like it is so fucked up.
Did you know bagels are tax exempt in New York?
Get those goddamn. Oh, I can't say it.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Those fucking Ari Shafirs. The my number one was gonna be jaywalking, but I think that's really stupid.
Like
and,
Jay Farrow.
and no drugs. Jay Larson and no drugs should be my number one. So I'm gonna fucking couple your number one into mine
Okay.
and sodomize
I
it.
told you we'd agree on the number one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like one of
That's
the worst
that's
ones.
obvious. It's because that's just so goddamn stupid.
And I mean the war on drugs. I mean it's been covered so many goddamn times,
fucking
but
cares?
what a futile fucking effort that was.
Yeah, and
It's just a money making fucking racket. That's all it fucking is.
fuck Ronald Reagan, right?
Oh yeah, he is the one who did that, right?
Yeah, it's like a Nancy Reagan was the whole fucking DARE program, all that shit.
Yeah. Fuck all that shit.
And I think
I
I think Ronald Reagan went into neighborhoods and like hid crack in mailboxes and then sent cops to those houses.
Yeah.
There's some story like that.
Dare you to pry these drugs from my cold dead hand. And hey, me,
Yeah.
I'm not like
You're a big drug
an
guy.
active drug user.
Your 7.5 minutes of your 34-minute set the other night was about drugs.
Okay.
You're a big drug guy.
I mean, I've done them.
Sure.
Ask me when the last time I did cocaine.
When's the last time you did cocaine? That was good acting.
A
Give
year
me
and a
one.
half ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was I there?
No.
Okay.
You were there one time when I did cocaine.
I
though.
was there one time when you did cocaine.
You remember that?
Yeah. We were in Georgia.
Ask. Oh. Okay. There was another time too.
Oh, okay. Well, then I might not know about that one.
We were at an MMA fight, and I had a lot of questions.
Oh, we were at an MMA fight?
No, we were watching an MMA fight at B Dubs.
Oh, okay.
I had a lot of questions.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're a questionable guy.
Ask me the last time I did perks.
When's the last time you did perks? That's probably yesterday, huh? You're a big
2
perk
weeks
guy.
ago.
2 weeks ago. You keep a fucking stash of those.
Ask me the last time I did
perky.
marijuana.
Pull your tits out. That's a perky set.
It was last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
All right. Well, what, marijuana?
Yeah.
I don't know, like half a bowl.
Oh my god. Is that what is that? Is that a lot? Is that a
I
lot?
don't think so. I don't think so. I
Half a
don't
bowl
know.
of cereal is not a lot.
When I buy weed, I don't say like,
Give me a
hey,
gram.
let me get an eighth or something like that. I'm
What do you
like,
say?
I have $100. I would like $100 worth of weed.
You're
And
probably really easy to rip off.
As far as I know, I've never been ripped off.
Okay. You should probably ask somebody afterwards. Hey, is this a appropriate amount?
I don't know. Like the first couple times I bought from this dude, he like put it on a scale.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, here's what it is. And I was like, okay, those are definitely numbers, and it ends in 5, so sure,
All right.
we'll go with that.
All right. Fucking this has been Drug Talk with Pepper Goins. Not to
Yeah,
be
man.
confused with fucking science class with Pepper Goins and Phil Cron.
I feel like this podcast started poorly, but it
was
really
just a bunch
picked
of-
up.
Yeah. It was an advertisement.
Do you want me to take us out with a
We've
song?
become a caricature of ourselves.
Yep.
It's Rushmore
want me to-
Podcast is just talking about Rushmore Podcast. We broke the fourth
Yeah.
wall and never got back in the room.
Yeah.
Do you want to play a song to take us out, or you just want to end it?
Do you have any requests?
A song request?
Yeah.
Let's play golf.
Golf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we just had the fucking British Open.
All right. You don't have to
Hey,
qualify it.
A guy won. One of these guys won.
Oh, dude, come on, man.
That was
I-
okay.
I
That was
can
out of
take my
respect. That was out of respect for Shane Gillis on Joe Rogan.
You hit the ball and I'll hit the ball, then you hit the ball and I'll hit the ball, then you hit the ball and I'll hit the ball. Fuck yeah, we're playing